I need to be straight with you right now. I have been shopping at Walmart for over 15 years, and I just got information from a source inside corporate distribution that is going to change everything about how you shop in the next 48 hours. 23 products that you probably have in your cart right now are being discontinued nationwide starting in 2026. And here's the thing that is making me lose sleep. Some of these are already getting pulled from shelves this Sunday in test markets. I am talking about everyday items that you use without even thinking about them. And when I show you number 17 on this list, you are going to sprint to Walmart tonight because this one item solves about 6 different problems in your house, costs less than $4, and after Sunday, you might not see it again for months, maybe ever. If you want to stay ahead of these changes and never get caught off guard when your favorite products vanish, hit that subscribe button right now because I am tracking every single retail change happening in 2025 and 2026. Let's get into this before it is too late. Product number 1 is Equate Clear Zinc Sunscreen. Okay, starting with something that is going to shock you, Walmart's Equate brand. Clear Zinc Sunscreen is on the chopping block. This is not just any sunscreen. I have been using this specific formula for 3 years. My dermatologist actually recommended it to me. It is one of the only clear zinc formulas on the market that does not leave that white cast on your skin. Most zinc sunscreens make you look like a ghost, but this one goes on completely clear. The FDA has been tightening regulations on sunscreen ingredients. Chemical sunscreens with oxybenzone are getting scrutiny because they show up in bloodstream tests. Reef Safe has become mandatory in multiple states. Zinc oxide is one of the only ingredients that is both effective and passing all the new safety standards. But here's the problem. The clear zinc formula is expensive to manufacture. Walmart cannot compete with premium brands on price anymore, so they are discontinuing it entirely. I called 5 Walmarts in my area yesterday. 3 of them said it is already not being restocked. The shelves are emptying right now. A 4-ounce bottle costs $6.50. Compare that to Neutrogena's Clear Zinc at $18 for the same size. You're getting the same active ingredient, the same SPF protection, but for 1/3 of the price. I bought 12 bottles last week. My family goes through sunscreen like crazy in the summer, and I just locked in 3 years of supply. Storage is simple. Keep it in a cool, dry place away from direct heat. Sunscreen stays good for about 3 years unopened. Even after the expiration date, zinc sunscreen does not really go bad. The zinc oxide stays stable. If you have kids who play sports or work outdoors, this is a no-brainer. Stock up before Sunday. Product number 2 is Great Value Powdered Coffee Creamer in bulk. The Great Value Powdered Coffee Creamer in the big 2-pound containers. Not the small ones, the bulk size. Walmart is discontinuing the bulk format entirely. Now, I know some of you are thinking, just buy liquid creamer. But here is what you are missing. Powdered creamer lasts forever. I have a container that has been open for 8 months, and it is still perfect. Liquid creamer goes bad in 2 weeks once you open it. During the supply chain issues back in 2021, powdered creamer was gold. Liquid creamer shelves were empty for weeks. The profit margin is too thin on bulk sizes. They make way more money on small containers because people buy them more frequently. The 2-pound container lasts the average household about 2 months, but the 8-ounce container runs out in 2 weeks. More trips to the store, more sales, higher profit. I talked to a Walmart manager who who has been with the company for 13 years. He told me corporate is shifting their entire powdered creamer strategy to smaller formats. The 2-pound container costs $8. That is 4 cents per tablespoon. The small 8-ounce container costs $4. That is 12 cents per tablespoon. You are paying triple per serving just because of the size. I bought 6 of the 2-pound containers last week. That is a full year of coffee creamer at the old price. Because powdered creamer is shelf stable for years, I am not worried about it going bad. Keep it in the original container, but once opened, transfer it to a glass jar with a tight lid. This keeps moisture out and preserves the texture. If you drink coffee every day, do the math. 6 containers at $8 is $48 for a year. If you switch to small containers after they discontinue the bulk size, you are looking at over $140 for the same amount. That is almost $100 you just threw away by not stocking up now. Product number 3 is Equate Antibacterial Hand Soap Refill Gallon. The Equate Antibacterial Hand Soap in the 1-gallon refill size. Walmart is discontinuing this entirely and pushing people towards smaller pump bottles. 1 gallon costs $9 and refills about 8 pump bottles. Individual pump bottles cost $3 each. That is $24 for the same amount. I have been buying these gallon jugs for 5 years. Last month I found only 4 left. The employee said this item is being phased out. I bought all 4 jugs. That is over 2 years of hand soap for $36. This soap is concentrated enough that you can dilute it slightly. Mix 4 parts soap to 1 part water. My 3 kids go through a pump bottle every 2 weeks. That is $78 a year, or $9 on a gallon jug. Product number 4 is Great Value Instant Grits in the large canister. The Great Value Instant Grits in the large canister format. Not the individual packets, the big canister that makes about 30 servings. Walmart confirmed to suppliers this format is being discontinued nationwide by March 2026. Here is why this is a bigger deal than it sounds. Grits are one of the most affordable, shelf-stable filling foods you can buy. 1 canister costs less than $4 and provides 30 servings. That is about 13 cents per meal. You cannot beat that anywhere. The individual packet format costs about $8 for a box of 12 packets. That is 67 cents per serving. You are paying 5 times more per serving just for the convenience of packets. Walmart's internal reasoning is that younger shoppers prefer single-serve convenience. They are willing to pay more for grab-and-go options. So Walmart is prioritizing shelf space for higher margin products. During economic downturns or food shortages, products like bulk grits become essential. In 2020, when grocery stores were getting wiped out, grits were one of the last things remaining. You can use grits as a base for almost anything. Add cheese and butter for a side dish. Mix in shrimp for a full meal. Use them as a thickener for soups. The versatility is insane. I started keeping grits in my pantry about 4 years ago. I have 8 canisters in storage right now. I bought them over the last 2 months as I noticed stock levels dropping. That is 240 servings for about $30. If I had to buy the individual packets to get the same amount, I would be spending over $130. Grits are naturally gluten-free. If anyone in your family has celiac disease, this is one of the few affordable gluten-free staples available. Once Walmart kills the bulk canister, your only options are expensive specialty brands at health food stores. Product number 5 is Equate Hydrogen Peroxide in the brown gallon jug. Equate hydrogen peroxide in the brown gallon jug. Walmart is discontinuing the gallon format. Hydrogen peroxide is one of the most useful products in your house. You can use it for disinfecting wounds, cleaning surfaces, whitening laundry, removing stains, killing mold, and about 50 other things. A gallon jug costs about $5. That is the same price as 3 small bottles, but you get 8 times the amount. Buy the gallon and transfer it into smaller amber glass bottles. Keep them sealed in a dark cabinet. I keep 4 gallons in storage. During the pandemic, hydrogen peroxide was impossible to find for months. If you have a septic system, pouring a cup down drains once a month helps break down organic matter. At $5 per gallon, this is one of the cheapest preps. Product number 6 is Great Value Aloe Vera Gel in the large pump bottle. The Great Value Aloe Vera Gel in the 20-ounce pump bottle. Walmart is replacing this with a smaller 12-ounce tube at nearly the same price. The tube costs $6 for 12 ounces. The current pump bottle costs $7 for 20 ounces. You are getting 40% less product for almost the same price. Pure aloe vera is one of the best things for burns, sunburns, dry skin, minor cuts, insect bites, and eczema. The Great Value version is 99% aloe. I keep multiple bottles on hand. Aloe vera gel has a shelf life of about 2 years unopened. Keep 1 bottle in the fridge. When someone gets a sunburn, that cold aloe provides instant relief. I bought 6 of the 20-ounce pump bottles. That is 120 ounces for $42. Aloe vera gel works as natural hair gel. My wife uses it instead of chemical styling products. 1 pump bottle lasts her about 4 months. Product number 7 is Equate Epsom salt in the 8-pound bag. Equate Epsom salt in the 8-pound bag. Walmart is discontinuing the bulk bag and keeping only small 2-pound containers. The 8-pound bag costs about $6. The 2-pound container costs $4. You are paying $16 for 8 pounds in small containers versus $6 in the bag. Epsom salt is pure magnesium sulfate. When you dissolve it in a bath, your skin absorbs magnesium, which helps with muscle soreness, stress relief, inflammation, and sleep quality. You can use Epsom salt in your garden. Sprinkling it around tomato plants boosts magnesium levels in soil. You can use it as a natural laxative. Make a paste with water to exfoliate skin. I bought 4 of the 8-pound bags. That is 32 pounds for $24. That will last at least 2 years. In an emergency, Epsom salt can help settle sediment in dirty water before boiling. Product number 8 is Great Value Distilled White Vinegar in the 2-gallon size. Great Value Distilled White Vinegar in the 2-gallon jug. Walmart is cutting this size entirely. The 2-gallon jug cost about $4. 2 1-gallon bottles cost $7. You are paying 75% more for the same amount. Vinegar is one of the most versatile products in existence. You can clean windows, disinfect countertops, remove stains, kill weeds, descale coffee makers, soften laundry, and preserve food. Vinegar never goes bad. The acidity prevents bacterial growth. I have a bottle that is 4 years old and it works the same. I have 6 of the 2-gallon jugs stored. That is 12 gallons for $24. I use vinegar to clean my washing machine, dishwasher, and coffee maker. Instead of buying expensive descaling solutions, I run a cycle with 2 cups of vinegar. I have not bought a specialty cleaning product in over 3 years. Product number 9 is Equate Cotton Balls in the 1,000-count bag. Equate cotton balls in the 1,000-count bag. Walmart is discontinuing this size and replacing it with 300-count packages. The 1,000-count bag costs about $5. The 300-count package costs $3. To get 1,000 cotton balls, you need 4 packages at $12 total. Cotton balls are essential for first aid, removing makeup, applying toner, cleaning wounds, and even starting fires in survival situations. Cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly make incredible fire starters. They burn for about 5 minutes each, even in wet conditions. I keep a bag in my camping gear and emergency kit. I bought 3 of the 1,000-count bags. That is 3,000 cotton balls for $15. That is enough to last my household probably 5 years. Cotton does not expire. Product number 10 is Great Value Baking Soda in the 5-pound bag. Great Value Baking Soda in the 5-pound bag. Walmart is killing this size and only keeping 1-pound boxes. The 5-pound bag costs about $3. 5 of the 1-pound boxes cost about $6. You are paying double for the exact same product. Baking soda does everything. You can use it for baking, cleaning, deodorizing, extinguishing grease fires, treating heartburn, whitening teeth, and absorbing odors. I have baking soda in my kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, garage, and car. I use baking soda to clean my oven instead of buying expensive cleaners. I make a paste with water, spread it inside the oven, let it sit overnight, then wipe it clean. I also use it in my refrigerator to absorb odors. When the box has been sitting for a month, I pour it down drains with vinegar to clean pipes. I bought 8 of the 5-pound bags. That is 40 pounds for $24. Product number 11 is Equate Rubbing Alcohol in the Gallon Jug. Equate Rubbing Alcohol in the Gallon Jug. They are discontinuing the gallon size and only keeping 16-ounce bottles. The gallon jug costs about $8. 8 of the 16-ounce bottles would cost about $24. You are paying 3 times more for the same amount. Rubbing alcohol is essential for disinfecting wounds, cleaning surfaces, removing sticky residue, sanitizing tools, and making homemade hand sanitizer. During the pandemic, rubbing alcohol was impossible to find. I use rubbing alcohol almost daily. I keep a spray bottle filled with it for cleaning bathroom surfaces and sanitizing my phone. Rubbing alcohol removes permanent marker from almost any surface. My kids drew on the wall with a Sharpie. I soaked a cloth in rubbing alcohol and wiped it right off. I bought 4-gallon jugs. That is 4 gallons for $32. Product number 12 is Great Value Cornstarch in the 2-pound container. Great Value Cornstarch in the 2-pound container. Walmart is replacing it with a 1-pound container at nearly the same price. The 2-pound container costs about $3. The new 1-pound container costs about $2.50. To get 2 pounds, you are now paying $5 instead of $3. That is a 67% price increase. Cornstarch is used for thickening sauces, making gravies, baking, and making slime for kids. Cornstarch is an incredible dry shampoo. My wife uses it instead of expensive aerosol cans. She sprinkles a tiny amount on her roots, and it absorbs oil perfectly. A 2-pound container lasts her over a year and costs $3. Cornstarch mixed with water makes a paste that soothes insect bites and rashes. I bought 6 of the 2-pound containers. That is 12 pounds for $18. Product number 13 is Equate Triple Antibiotic Ointment in the 2-ounce tube. Equate Triple Antibiotic Ointment in the 2-ounce tube. They are discontinuing this size and only keeping half-ounce packets and 1-ounce tubes. The 2-ounce tube costs about $5. To get the same amount in 1-ounce tubes, you are paying about $9. That is 80% more expensive. Triple antibiotic ointment is essential for preventing infections in cuts, scrapes, burns, and blisters. The small packets dry out fast once you open them. The 1-ounce tubes run out quickly. But the 2-ounce tube lasts months and stays fresh. I keep 1 tube in my main first aid kit, 1 in my car, 1 in my camping gear, and 1 in my travel bag. I bought 10 of the 2-ounce tubes. That is 20 ounces for $50. Product number 14 is Great Value Vegetable Oil in the Gallon Jug. Great Value Vegetable Oil in the Gallon Jug. Walmart is discontinuing the gallon size and keeping only 48-ounce bottles. The gallon jug costs about $7. The 48-ounce bottle costs about $5. To get a full gallon, you need 3 bottles at $15 total. That is more than double the price. Vegetable oil is used for frying, baking, greasing pans, and lubricating tools or treating wood cutting boards. I go through about a gallon every 2 months. Vegetable oil can fuel oil lamps in an emergency. It burns clean and lasts a long time. During a power outage, I filled a small oil lamp with vegetable oil and it burned for over 6 hours on just a quarter cup. I bought 4-gallon jugs. That is 4 gallons for $28. Product number 15 is Equate Petroleum Jelly in the 13-ounce jar. Equate Petroleum Jelly in the 13-ounce jar. Walmart is replacing it with a 7-ounce jar at almost the same price. The 13-ounce jar costs about $4. The 7-ounce jar costs about $3.50. To get 13 ounces, you are now paying about $6.50 instead of $4. Petroleum jelly is useful for protecting skin from chapping, treating minor burns, removing makeup, lubricating zippers, preventing rust, and starting fires. I use it on my kids' cheeks in winter. The cold wind chaps their skin, but a thin layer of petroleum jelly protects them completely. Petroleum jelly mixed with cotton balls makes the best fire starters. 1 cotton ball coated in petroleum jelly burns for about 5 minutes. I bought 6 of the 13-ounce jars for $24. Product number 16 is Great Value Bleach in the 2-gallon container. Great Value Bleach in the 2-gallon container. Walmart is phasing out this size and keeping only 1-gallon bottles. The 2-gallon container costs about $5. 2 1-gallon bottles cost about $8. You are paying 60% more for the same amount. Bleach is essential for disinfecting surfaces, sanitizing water, whitening laundry, killing mold, and emergency preparedness. In disaster situations, bleach purifies water. 8 drops per gallon of water makes it safe to drink after 30 minutes. I keep multiple 2-gallon containers in storage. Bleach does lose potency over time, about 20% per year, but it still works for cleaning and laundry for years. I bought 6 2-gallon containers, that is 12 gallons for $30. Product number 17 is Equate Witch Hazel in the 16-ounce bottle. This is the one I told you about at the beginning. Equate Witch Hazel in the 16-ounce bottle. Walmart is discontinuing this size and replacing it with 8-ounce bottles. The 16-ounce bottle costs about $3.50. The 8-ounce bottle costs about $3. To get 16 ounces, you are paying $6 instead of $3.50. Witch Hazel is a miracle product. It reduces inflammation, treats acne, soothes razor burn, relieves hemorrhoids, treats insect bites, removes excess oil from skin, and reduces puffiness under eyes. My wife uses it as a toner every single day. 1 bottle lasts her about 3 months. I use it after shaving to prevent razor burn. My kids use it on mosquito bites in summer. I bought 12 of the 16-ounce bottles. That is 3 years of supply for $12 less than buying the small bottles. Product number 18 is Great Value Apple cider vinegar in the gallon size. Great Value Apple cider vinegar in the gallon jug. Walmart is discontinuing the gallon and keeping only 32-ounce bottles. The gallon costs about $6. 4 of the 32-ounce bottles cost about $16. You are paying almost triple. Apple cider vinegar is used for cooking, pickling, making salad dressings, and health remedies. Many people drink a tablespoon diluted in water daily for digestion. It can be used as a natural cleaning agent. I use it to remove mineral deposits from my shower head. Soak it in apple cider vinegar overnight, and it looks brand new. I bought 4-gallon jugs for $24. Product number 19 is Equate isopropyl alcohol wipes in the bulk canister. Equate isopropyl alcohol wipes in the 200-count canister. Walmart is replacing this with smaller 50-count packages. The 200-count canister costs about $6. 4 50-count packages cost about $12. You are paying double for the same number of wipes. Alcohol wipes are perfect for cleaning electronics, sanitizing surfaces, disinfecting first aid supplies, and wiping down phones and keyboards. During the pandemic, these were sold out everywhere for months. I keep canisters in my car, my office, my bathroom, and my kitchen. I bought 6 of the 200-count canisters. That is 1,200 wipes for $36. Product number 20 is Great Value Granulated Sugar in the 10-pound bag. Great Value Granulated Sugar in the 10-pound bag. Walmart is discontinuing this size and keeping only 4-pound bags. The 10-pound bag costs about $6. 3 4-pound bags cost about $11 to get 12 pounds. The price difference is huge. Sugar is used for baking, sweetening beverages, making jams, and even non-food uses like making hummingbird nectar or exfoliating scrubs. Sugar never goes bad if stored properly. I have sugar that is 3 years old, and it is still perfect. Keep it in an airtight container to prevent moisture. I bought 8 of the 10-pound bags. That is 80 pounds for $48. Product number 21 is Equate Ibuprofen in the 500-count bottle. Equate Ibuprofen in the 500-count bottle. Walmart is phasing this out and keeping only 200-count bottles. The 500-count bottle costs about $12. 3 200-count bottles cost about $21 to get 600 tablets. You are paying 75% more per tablet. Ibuprofen is essential for pain relief, reducing fever, treating inflammation, and managing chronic pain. I keep ibuprofen everywhere, in my medicine cabinet, in my car, in my desk at work, in my travel bag. My family goes through a lot of ibuprofen for headaches, muscle soreness, and fevers. I bought 4 of the 500-count bottles. That is 2,000 tablets for $48. Product number 22 is Great Value Trash Bags in the bulk box. Great Value trash bags in the 200-count bulk box for 13-gallon bags. Walmart is discontinuing the bulk box and selling only smaller 80-count boxes. The 200-count box costs about $18. 3 80-count boxes cost about $30 to get 240 bags. You are paying 67% more. Trash bags are something you use constantly and never think about until you run out. I go through about 4 trash bags per week. That is over 200 bags per year. I bought 3 of the 200-count boxes. That is 600 trash bags for $54. Product number 23 is Equate acetaminophen in the 500 count bottle. Equate acetaminophen in the 500 count bottle. Walmart is discontinuing this size and keeping only 200 count bottles. The 500 count bottle costs about $10. 3 200 count bottles cost about $18 to get 600 tablets. You are paying 80% more per tablet. Acetaminophen is essential for pain relief and fever reduction, especially for people who cannot take ibuprofen. I keep acetaminophen stocked for my kids. It is the safest pain reliever for children. I bought 4 of the 500 count bottles for $40. All 23 of these products are being discontinued or downsized in the next few months. Some are already disappearing from shelves this Sunday in test markets. The common theme is simple. Walmart is killing bulk sizes and affordable formats to push people towards smaller, more expensive options. This is corporate profit maximization at the expense of budget-conscious shoppers. But you can beat this system by stocking up right now before these products vanish. I have personally spent about $800 over the last 3 weeks buying bulk quantities of all these items. That investment will save me thousands of dollars over the next few years compared to buying the smaller replacement products. Do not wait. Go to Walmart this weekend and grab as many of these as you can afford and have space to store. Your future self will thank you when you are still using affordable bulk products while everyone else is paying double for the downsized versions. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe because I am tracking every retail change happening in 2026. Drop a comment telling me which product you are stocking up on first. I will see you in the next one.